Hello all, this is the fifth and final, hopefully, video for ARS. We're going to be shining a light into the deep, dark depths of stock length optimization for 3/4 inch round or square pickets, as well as a la carte kit assembly. And we will get into, most importantly, optimization, manual optimization. I'll do my own video on that, but this will be a nice little insight. So let's do 3/4 here for the pickets, all right? So, square or round will operate the same. It will adjust these down here. There it goes. Something a little slow. Okay. 3/4 inch does not work in 100 series. So these are just kind of little things you got to know. When I do this drop down, 100 won't show up. At which point you would have to figure this, and there it goes with the proper ones. 3/4 inch picket rail infill on the top and the bottom are different. This 37 can stay because they're all 400 or 241 inches. But you'll have to go on your proposal and say, hey, 100 doesn't work. So let's do the handrail. There we go. We got 44. Now, 3/4 inch square or round pickets only come in a stock length. So the same is going to happen here. See how it says NA? Because 42 does not show up when 3/4 inch square or round pickets is chosen. So we're at 42 and we have 1,999. I would love that to be 2,000. No one really has a favorite number, but I think most people's least favorite number is 9. Here we go. So we got 241. I'm not sure what will happen. All right, it stayed the same. But that number is incorrect. Why? Because we have to figure 1,999 at 42 and figure that out of a 240 inch length. Now, I'm not sure the actual length of a 42 inch. It's going to be at least 4 inches shorter than that. So these are all fun little things. I mean, this really is 2.0 stuff, right? So once again, we're going to have to do a quantity of 199, whatever, at 42 inches into a 240 inch stock length. So let's do it. This is a fun little insight into manual optimization. This is when you'll be using it the most. So we are going to clear the input. We're also going to clear the input here. So clearing this input clears all this out. This is all, so it comes from here, goes to the processing, comes back here, at which point you copy from there, right? So let's clear this. And we'll plug this in. We have a quantity of 1,999 at 42. See how it plugs in nicely? Okay, so we're going to copy from I and J into A and B. It is good that you see this because the macro is clearing this out. I had some trouble getting that going. Just realize that this button is very important. You can't just go in and plug it in there. You have to put it through raw because it looks at this as a value other than 0. It gets confusing. Okay. So we're going to do manual input. Manual optimizer after you adjust your stock length to 40, right? Oop, didn't work. Well, what could happen? We have a 2-length snafu. A quantity and length need to be in A and B3 for the manual optimizer to work. Say you've got 150 lengths at 42. First, follow the direction in the other purple box up to step 3. Adjust here drop inputs in raw, goes through, use green copy button, and then manual. That's what we did. So you go up to 3, adjust, drop, copy, then adjust A2 from 150 to 149. So you're taking 1 off. All right. We're going to go 1998. A3 to 1 and B3 to 150. So we're going to go 142. Finally, proceed to step 4 by clicking the purple manual optimization button. Let's hope it works. Oh, there it goes. I don't have an explanation as to why. It just is what it is. Okay, so when this is done with its craziness, it's going to produce a new sheet, and it's going to ask you to name it. There it is. It's named Sheet 4. I don't know why. It should be Sheet 1. But we're going to call it ARS 2. Picket. 0.75. I think 3/4 might not work, but anyway. Okay. So it's over here now. But we want to move it over here. So we're going to say GC. We can delete this one, the P1 right here. It makes sense to keep it because that's how you got the 19999. It's probably best to keep it. So on this drop down, all of the gray ones, the cut sheets are going to be populated. All right. So you have the option to delete those at will here. So we're just going to move it, right? So we're going to go ARS2 Picket 75. And we're going to move it before sheet ARS2P. And we can go in there and say, 3/4 inch pickets. And maybe we'll just scroll down and look at the value. Wow. And we got 400. Control home. 400. However you want to do that, put that in there. So we're going back to ARS2. And we're going to override this. Let's make sure this works. 400. All right. Just as long as the value goes in there. That's all you got to figure. So we have here 53. Now, I believe the previous number, I think it might have been 29. That's potentially a good way to save money. Okay. So, I don't have room to figure screws. You need one at the top and one at the bottom. So what you can do is say 400. We can say here PKTS. Two. What happened here? PKTS 2. And we'll say 3/4 inch Picket screws. We're going to say EA. And we need 200 of them. So we're just going to plug that into the RFQ. Because this is one of those ones where I don't want to take up room on the sheet for a goofy screw. Certainly you can probably just get them at the local hardware store, XYZ. But I'm also demonstrating how you can plug in whatever you want there. To reset it, you can hit that button. Let's print the RFQ. And without actually doing it, you can see that it hasn't hidden that. You know, if there's a value there, it won't hide it. Doesn't matter if NA is there. If there's a value in here other than 0, it won't be hidden. Yeah. I mean, that's basically it. So there's your 241. I showed at the beginning how to get to that. Let's just play around with this. We have round or square. Now, for something like this, you have to mechanically, you know, you have to, I don't know what kind of screw that is, but I guess you would have to drill into the, I don't know, but just it's a little more effort than the 5/8. All right. So the other stock length situation is here. So let's just see what happens here. So P42 drops down for all of them, no matter if it is a fascia or standard. It's the same thing except for the 135, right? So just to see here, stock length, we'll open this up. So then this is standard. So we're doing base plate, offset base plate, and then this goofiness over here. If you go to fascia, this is where the inside 135 bracket is available. Another function of having this is being able to just come in here and write whatever you want. All right. This is without a doubt the longest accessory list. So anyway, we're going to do the same stock length situation here. You can purchase stock lengths of 36, 42, or 48. You can do this as well. So we're going to go to 241. Now what that does is gets rid of it all. I'm kind of going through this myself here. So let's go back to 42, and you're basically just adding these up. A way to figure out how many there are rather quickly is there's 175 of them. All right. So we're going to do 42, 175. So we're going to go through here, 175, enter, clear input, copy, 174, 42, 240. Do realize that, you know, that is a variable. Let me just show you right here. So if I go to 40, it will change these processes because 42 is more than 40. So it then goes into this larger than, and then it sorts it out here. It's kind of fun. We're going to go to 40. I guess 1, I don't know, 240. The 1 is there. You're not really supposed to use the 1 at all, really. Anyway, 240. It should be 240. So we went through here, we got manual optimization. Let's going to go through it again. ARS 2. Post. And we'll come over here. Move the sheet. Posts. Before ARS 2P. Scroll way down. I'm not going to bore you with this too much here, but you need 35 of them. Come over here, move this back to 241, 35, and then this will all collapse on itself. It'll get rid of these zeros. No vinyl is required. And there you are. That's your RFQ. If you have any questions, certainly call me 610-442-8918. This is without a doubt the most complicated one. And I do encourage you to, on the weekends, take a look at ARS. thumb through the catalog, because that's what I did to develop the sheet. And this sheet is a wonderful way to learn what is and what isn't. I kind of feel like I'm missing something, but that's, you know, I'm kind of always missing something. I hope you learned from this. Hope you enjoyed it. I hope you confirmed what you already knew. Thank you very much.